Alright, welcome back to Life is Strange True Colors. Last time we left off, we ended up trying to help Eleanor figure out what she was doing because she has severe Alzheimer's. She hasn't told Riley or anybody about it yet, but I could sense it because she was already losing a lot of her memory of what she was doing. And instead of sparing her the details on what happened to Gabe, I told her what happened because I wanted her to understand, to know that it happened. I didn't want her to go without knowing. It would make me feel worse knowing that she doesn't know and she'll find out later on than her not knowing when it happens. Like, she'll be expecting Gabe to come in for a long time and then not know he's gone. So I felt like I should tell her then, and I apologize to those in the chat or those in the actual comment section who don't like that decision, but I made that decision conscious of what I was doing.
Eleanor said...
Eleanor posted about it too. Jasmine, anyone have any good advice for taming stray cats? Found this cutie in my trash cans, but he's a crazy pants. So that's a big cat. He's a chonker. Jasmine, that's not a stray, that's a mountain lion cub. Be very careful, they can be very aggressive when threatened. Try leaving a door open, it may leave on its own. And if he's under my bed, broom. I'm calling animal control. There's a mountain lion cub in her trash can. Oh man. These headphones are great for our clarity, but they hurt my ears.
Jack is nearby. I don't see him here. Maybe at the bridge?
Might be at the bridge. I don't even know where the bridge is. That's where the bridge is.
How's your progress in Moondrop Ranch?
Alex, I'm so sorry about before. I really did appreciate your help. It just hit me hard. Don't apologize. It's been hard for all of us. Like I said,
Chicken coop?
Eleanor's a nice woman.
No,
She didn't deserve all that emotion at one point, but I like Eleanor personally. She seems like a nice person.
I'm so fucked.
Can't hide from me forever, Mac. Mac,
Alex. Look, it's not a good time.
you owe me an explanation about what happened to Gabe.
What? Costing me my girlfriend wasn't enough for you? Now you're gonna accuse me of killing Gabe too?
I get it. He died on your shift and you're freaked. But you have to come clean.
Please. There's nothing I can tell you.
Mac, come on. He was my big brother.
I can't.
Something definitely has him scared. If I could just push him over the edge. What Riley told me might do it, but I should make sure there isn't anything I still want to do around town first.
I feel like I covered everything.
Okay, let's do this. Your ex-girlfriend told me about your plans to skip town. That's not something innocent people do.
God. It's not... I didn't do anything. Fuck off! Leave me alone!
Oh no. He ran away too. So she absorbed all of his fear. Oh, he feels like everybody's looking at him. That's what it feels like for him. He feels like he's being watched consistently.
Fuck. I'll deal with with Mac when I get to him. For now, I need to learn everything.
Typhon's always watching. They run this whole town.
Mac feels like everyone's staring at him.
Everyone thinks I killed him. They all hate me. It's not fair. I didn't do anything wrong.
Is that Riley?
It should have been you instead. Alex?
Oh shit.
No. What the hell? There are people out there. No, I told you to call it off. I saw the way they looked at me at the wake. They all think I let him die.
No, I feel like he tried to get them to call it off and they continued doing it anyways, and it might have been under Diane's orders. So he probably tried to call it off and it didn't get called off in time.
I know why you're lying. Typhon's forcing you to deny the call.
What the fuck?
I know you tried to stop it. They fucked up, not you. Stop lying for them!
You don't get it. This wasn't some accident. I told them you were down there, and they detonated anyway.
On purpose? Why?
I don't know. I swear. And then I get a message telling me to deny there was ever a call.
Just like whenever they saw that Diane saw the miners and she was like, deny that you heard any, deny the accident, deny the accident. They're trying to push it under the rug.
You gotta believe me. Gabe and I, we didn't get along, but I didn't want him dead. And now Typhon's watching me. My girlfriend, she thinks I'm a murderer. My neighbors all hate me. I mean, what the fuck am I supposed to do?
Oh, your face is all healed.
I think I can calm him down, but does he deserve it?
Yeah, he deserves it. He deserves it. He deserves it. He deserves it. I didn't like what he did in the beginning. At the same time, he tried to help us. He tried to save us. He didn't want that to happen to us. Typhon made him deny anything that's been accused of. Anything he's been accused of, they made him deny doing anything to try to help. I'm gonna calm him down.
All right, Mac. Come on. You gotta calm down, okay? Dude, stay with me. I know what it's like to be doubted. To have everyone think the worst of you. But the truth will come out. I'll make sure of it.
But Typhon...
If Typhon comes after you, they're gonna have to get through me too, okay?
Now I know the truth. Typhon's pulling the strings. Oh, and then Pike and Diane are close. Does that mean Pike is under her spell too if I try to tell him anything?
Yeah, well, you learn a thing or two hanging out with shrinks your whole life.
So... what are you gonna do now?
Don't leave Haven. I'm gonna get to the truth.
You're gonna have to investigate Typhon now. Damn, though. That's intense.
Hey. Yeah, it's... Can we talk? Where are you? Okay.
Is she gonna talk to Jed, Charlotte, or Pike? I don't know. I like Pike, but I feel like he could be easily manipulated. I feel like we need to talk to Jed or somebody we can trust completely. Because Jed, I trust him completely to the fullest. Or Charlotte. It might be Steph though too. It could be anybody she has to talk to. Oh, it's Ryan.
You were right. About Typhon, about Mac.
Alex.
Mac got the call.
How do you know that?
He got the call and he lied about it.
Doesn't matter.
Someone is putting pressure on him to keep quiet. Someone from the mine, and...
It doesn't matter! I keep coming here and playing it back. But it always ends the same.
Ryan...
He's dead. He's really dead, Alex.
Absorb that anger, my guy. He's in a dark state of mind. He's mad at
It
himself.
was my fault. My job is to keep people safe. And I failed.
Before I get into that, Eleanor Fear. Think about those times you forget what you were about to say or why you went into a room or someone's name who you've met a million times. We call it a brain fart, which is a funny term for all your synapses suddenly malfunctioning. In reality, it's one of those most helpless feelings there is. That's what Eleanor felt like in the flower shop, only more so. It was a quiet, unknowing terror. It takes a special kind of person to handle that without breaking down. Eleanor is strong. Stubborn too, but strong as hell. If I wasn't able to see her aura, I may never have known. I let her out of the fog. What a relief, but then she didn't remember Gabe's death and my stomach dropped about 3 stories into the floor. Telling her was agony, seeing it all over again like it just happened. Was the truth worth the price? I don't know. Think about it now, I feel powerless all over again. It hurts to think of what's to come when I no longer know this place and all I hear are fading drums and I cannot recall your face. Everything is becoming so out of order, all my memories are fading, they'll make me close this place. Memories. There's a Ryan memory in here, in chapter 2. Ryan had a memory in there I missed? I didn't get the Ryan one it'd probably help with the investigation if I would have stayed in there to recognize. Ryan's deeply upset.
Ryan, I owe you my life.
She's wrong. I let her cross that log. I put Gabe in harm's way. I'm not a hero. I'm a coward. Worse than worthless.
I know what it's like to feel worthless and helpless. But we saved Ethan. And you saved me.
It doesn't matter. Gabe's dead. Because of me. Gabe, I'm so sorry.
I forgive you. How could I not? You're not alone.
Oh, poor Ryan. He blames himself for everything that happened.
Whoa, hold on. There's a guy in a gorilla suit? Does he also jump off of the cliff and into the pool?
No, he chases a guy in a banana suit. That guy jumps off the cliff and into the pool.
Okay, I'm sorry. This is a Mexican restaurant?
Nominally. The food is, well, terrible. But it's Gabe's favorite place. I tell you, he's the oldest 12-year-old I know. Can I ask you something?
Of course.
You came up here to tell me that I was right about Mac. About him getting the call. How did you know?
There's something you should know about me. And it's gonna be easier to show you than to explain it. This is gonna seem sort of weird at first, then really weird. Do you trust me? Okay. Think of something that just scares the shit out of you. Really focus until you feel it. Mac, Typhon, all of it. You're afraid you won't know how to handle it without Gabe.
Never knew anyone so good at getting into and out of trouble. Oh, man, this one time.
Thank you all so much for the support over the last few days. We hope to have the Silver Dragon back to operating on our normal hours again sometime next week. Thanks for the update. Excited to stock up. If you need anything, or if you need someone to help out with the Ethan or anything else, just let me know. Chrissy's wreaking havoc on Miss Grovel's flower beds, but she's
Glad I was
safe.
able to help, but I think I'll pass on the kisses.
So glad you found her. Give her a big wet kiss for me. First doggy kisses go to the girl from the record store who helped me track her down. Alex, Dan, the legend grows.
We're going to send him off right this time.
Thanks to everyone who showed up today. Sorry for how it shook out. What would we say to one last send-off? Do it right this time. Sounds like a fine idea. Actually, I have an idea. Can we all meet at the bridge at 9 p.m.? I'm there. Me too. Bridge at 9. It is.
Whatever it is you're thinking about right now, don't stop, okay? Keep going.
Okay.
She can sense his emotion. And the first time I've seen happiness in this.
What emotion is this?
Joyful. Oh man, she didn't even know what it was like to see somebody who was happy. She's so used to seeing fear, anger, sadness.
Must be a good memory. I wonder if I can piece it together.
Gabe, Goose,
I see it. It'll move.
it's not moving.
It'll move.
Gabe!
Oh, that's a lot of blood, huh?
Gabe, this is serious. Killing a Canadian goose is a violation of international law.
Shut up. It is not.
They're Canadian geese, Gabe. Property of the Crown.
The crown of...
Property of the Crown, Gabe.
What do we do? How deep you think?
Deeper than that, the Royal Canadian Mounted Police can spot a goose grave at 100 paces.
The Mounties? Oh, come on, man.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
How long were you gonna let me dig?
I wasn't gonna stop you.
So, did you finish burying the goose or not? Okay, also, property of the crown? Really?
Well, they are technically protected under the Migratory Bird Treaty Act.
Here I am sounding like a goose and a pig. Oh man, he was gonna let him keep on digging. Canadian goose, my guy, property of the crown. The crown would be England, my guy.
So, I guess I have this power. I can see other people's emotions. They show up like an aura, and if I get too close, I feel what they feel. As if I was feeling it myself. And when I focus, I can even understand why they're feeling it.
And that's what you just did with me? Whew. Some kind of power. No kidding.
It's only ever been the bad emotions before. But that was pure joy.
Who else knows?
Gabe did.
Gabe did. But now I guess just you. And that's how I know Mac's terrified of Typhon. He reported Gabe's call, and they ignored it. Now they're putting pressure on him to toe the line.
Okay, but why?
I don't know yet. Someone made the decision to let the blast go off. Seems like finding out who would be a good start.
So, you're going after Typhon? You'll need help.
You don't have to.
You're stuck with me now.
I'll give him a hug.
You're welcome, I guess.
Yeah. Thanks. Thank you.
No. Thank you.
I love Ryan as a character. He just seems like a good dude. He means well, too. I love Ryan, dude. Ryan's such a good dude. If this game's gonna do the same thing the final season of The Walking Dead did, where it's gonna make me choose between Ryan and Steph, I love them both. I'd choose Ryan. I was able to get into both of their emotions, and I don't know, I just love Ryan. Ryan's a good dude, he's a good dude. And if I had to choose between those characters, it'd be Ryan. I do like Steph, though. Steph is fucking awesome. You can't go wrong with Steph, especially in Before the Storm when you play D&D with her. That was awesome. D&D was great. And also, why not give him a hug? Everybody's gonna give that man a hug. He literally looks like a character from Supernatural. I'm gonna have to turn the copyright music back on for this.
This one's for you, Gabe. I miss you.
Gonna be the Kings of Leon one or no?
How do I say I love you the day I let you go?
There's Jed too, man. They're doing the thing Life is Strange did originally.
All of the pain into the joy.
There he is too, there's Jed.
I won't hold on to this place without you.
I don't think I could have made
I
Ethan
didn't sleep
better.
this morning. I couldn't. Hearing everyone talk about him, about the life he had here with all of you, I lost the chance to have that. But even though I only had one day with him, he changed my life. I said I didn't know if I belonged here. He told me that home isn't something you find. It's something you build.
I won't hold on to this place without you.
Gabe.
say goodbye? How do I say I miss all the ways you made me smile? How do I show you that I'll survive all of these trials? I won't hold on to this place without you.
Diane's scared too. She is doing something that's causing all this. She's the only one not feeling joy.
I will let you fly. I will say goodbye.
That was great. I love that. That was great. You could have chose to leave Charlotte. That's kind of messed up. Anyways, Mac had to deal on his own. Alex calmed Mac down from his panic attack. I would have calmed him down too. That is some dangerous stuff to go through. Alex reminded Eleanor about what happened. Charlotte signed the agreement. A lot of people chose not to take the agreement money. I decided to for the kid. You have to think about the kid that's with her. She probably is not making much from the dispensary. Enjoyed a quiet moment at the dock. I chose not to, because I can get stuff done. Alex tidied up her mess. Yeah, tidied up the apartment. Put the photograph on Gabe's memory table. A lot of people didn't choose the photograph. I chose the album because that's the memory that's closest to me of him. Alex didn't put anything on the table. A lot of people chose not to as well. Alex left a happy face on the dartboard, sad face on the dartboard. You could write on the dartboard? I didn't even know that was a thing. Alex didn't look at the dartboard. Oh. Chose to go by Alexandria and the LARP. Didn't look through Steph's comic book. I chose to go by Alexandria. I like the name. Alex spent a moment thinking of Gabe on the rooftop. Yeah. See, you could help more people find their stuff. Like, I helped the dude find his dog. I could have helped her find. I could have helped her find the hawk. I didn't know you could. Like, I was looking around. Oh, great. Steph claimed the title of foosball champion. She's gonna have to beat me now. Alex backed Ryan's claim at the wake. Alex admitted she didn't hear Gabe's call. I didn't hear Gabe's call. I know Ryan was against Mac, but I didn't hear anything about the call. I remember him talking about them supposedly trying to shut it down, but I didn't hear the full call. Ryan accepted Alex's forgiveness. What? Oh. Alex offered Ryan Gabe's forgiveness. Ryan was able to forgive himself. No. I chose to go with Alex giving forgiveness because it was her brother. Ryan had the choice of either cutting the rope and saving Gabe or saving her. I feel like Alex would be the one forgiving him, to be the one who'd have to forgive him. Besides Gabe, because even Gabe would have done the same thing to let his sister and Ethan live. So I gave him my forgiveness personally because it was my brother and I didn't get to didn't get to have that life back with him. Shoot a hug at the ravine. Who wouldn't hug that man? I already said this. Who wouldn't hug that man? But anyways, go back to the beginning. I'm gonna go ahead and end this one here. Oh, that music, that startup music makes me feel so good. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, what time is it? 7? All right. If you guys enjoyed, leave a like, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace.